Okay, now we are going to discuss about CM plus Council of Ministry. So, in the scheme parliamentary system, government provided by the Constitution, the governor is a nominal executive of authority. So, he is de jure and he is de facto. Okay, Chief Minister is the real executive, and in other words, the governor is head of the state, while Chief Minister is the head of the government. Thus, the position of the CM at the state level is analogous to the position of the Prime Minister. The Constitution does not contain any specific procedure selection of appointment of CM, but there is Article 164 only say that the CM shall be appointed by the governor. However, this does not imply that the governor is free to appoint any person of the CM. In accordance with the convention of the parliamentary system of government, the governor has the appointment leader of the majority party. So there is the leader of the majority party. Okay, then the governor may exercise his personal discretion in selection and appointment of CM. In such a situation, the governor usually appoint the leader of the largest party usually appoint the leader of the largest party, and the CM asks to him seek to the vote of confidence. The governor may have to exercise individual judgment in selection and appointment of the CM. When the CM in office die due suddenly and there is no obvious successor, however, on the death of the CM, the ruling party usually elect as a new leader, and the governor has no choice but to appoint the CM. So the Constitution does not require that the person must prove to the majority of the Legislative Assembly before he is appointed as the CM. So the governor may first appoint him as a CM and then ask to prove him majority in the Legislative Assembly within the re-assembly period. This is what been done in the number of the cases. So a person who is not a member of the state legislature can be appointed CM for 6 months, and within which time he should be elected to the state legislature, failing within the cease to be the CM. According to the Constitution, the CM may be member of any of the two houses of the state legislature. Usually CM have been selected from the lower house, so he is selected from the lower house usually, but a member of the upper house can also be appointed as the CM. Okay, so before the CM enter into the office, the governor administer to him oath and office and the secrecy, so to bear the true faith and allegiance. So faith and allegiance will be there to Constitution of the India. Okay, then to uphold the sovereignty and integrity of the India. So sovereignty and integrity, true faith and allegation, sovereignty and integrity of India, faithfully consciously discharge duty his office, to be right to all manners project to accordance with the Constitution and law, without fear or favor and affection and will. No fear and favor and ill will. So in this oath, the secrecy, the CM swears that he will not directly or indirectly communicate or reveal any person, any matter that both under the consideration of the becomes know him as a state minister, except as may be required for the due discharge of his duties. So the term of CM is not fixed and hold office during the pleasure of governor. So this post is what? This is pleasure of governor. Okay, and however this does not mean that the governor can dismiss him anytime. He cannot be dismissed by the governor as long as enjoy his majority support in the legislative assembly, but if he loses the confidence of assembly, he must be resigned, and confidence is very important for that. Okay, then the salary and allowances are determined by the state legislature in addition to the salary allowances which payable to the member of the state legislature. So now what is the relation to the Council of Minister? The governor appoints only those persons as a minister who are recommended to the CM. So if CM will recommend, then they will appoint as the governor. He allocate the reshuffle the portfolio. So portfolio and the reshuffle also the portfolio. Okay, he can ask minister to resign or advise governor to dismiss in case of differences of opinion. So ask to resign in difference of opinion. Okay, now he preside over the meetings. So meetings को preside करता है. Then he guide, direct and control, coordinate to the activities of minister. He can be being about the collapse of the Council of Ministry. So since the CM is the head of the Council of Ministers, his resignation of the death autonomously dissolve the Council of Ministers. So resignation of death of the any other the ministry on the other hand merely creates by the vacancy. So communicate to the governor of the state all decision of the Council of Ministers relation to the administration of the affairs state and proposal of the legislature to furnish the information relating to the administration state and proposal for legislation as the governor. So if a governor so required to submit for the consideration of the Council of Ministry any matter on which the decision have been taken. So he advised to the governor with regard to the appointments of important officials like the Advocate General, Chairman of the State Public Service Commission and State Election Commission. Now what are the relation with the state? So first of all he advised to the governor regard to the summoning and the proroguing and sessions. He can recommend dissolution of the lower house. He announced the government policy on the floor of the house. So government policy on the floor of the house. And he is the chairman of the state planning board. So planning board का chairman है. Vice chairman of the concerned zonal council. So zonal council का भी है. Holding office period till the 1 year. Now he is the member of the interstate council, National Development Council, and he is the chief spokesperson of the state government. He is a crisis management political level, and he meets various section of the people and receive the memorandum. Now he is the political head of the service and play a very important role in the highly crucial role in the administration. However, discretionary power enjoyed by the governor, to some extent power, authority, influence and prestige role of the chief minister in the state. So the relationship with the governor is Article 163. There shall be a council of ministry and chief minister is the head of the aid and advice of the governor on the exercise of function except far required of the exercise function of any of them. Now 164 is what? As chief minister shall be appointed by the governor and other ministers shall appoint by the governor on the advice of the CM. The minister shall hold office during the pleasure of governor and the council of ministers shall be collectively responsible for the legislature. So to communicate governor on the state or legislative council ministry relating to the administration of the office, and he furnished the information relating to the administration of the affairs of the state and proposal for the legislation. If the governor so required to submit for the consideration of council of ministers any matter of which decision has been taken minister but not considered to the council. So these all functions like he aid and advice to the governor, other provisions for the ministers, conduct of the business of the government and duties to CM as a respect for furnishing information to the governor. Now we will go discuss for the